Hello, dear friends, lovers in literature. Good morning. Today we are going to discuss a figure, literary figure, onomatopoeia. And when we come to this term, it itself relating to sound. It is a term that resembles to sound, word meaning. And when we try to define it, हम जब इसकी परिभाषा की बात करें कि ओनोमैटोपोएia हमारा साहित्य की एक ऐसी युक्ति है जिसमें इसका जो उच्चारण है, शब्द, ध्यान रहे शब्द होगा, शब्द का उच्चारण, utterance of a word, itself draws near to its meaning. Clearly, to define onomatopoeia is a figure of a speech in which sound of a word draws quite close to its meaning on the basis of a word utterance indicating meaning. केवल शब्द के उच्चारण मात्र से शब्द के अर्थ के लगभग 100% नहीं कहा जा सकता, लेकिन इसमें 1% ये कहा जा सकता है, कभी डिस्ट्रैक्शन आ सकता है, लेकिन 99% उस वर्ड के अटरेंस उच्चारण मात्र से उसके अर्थ तक पहुंचा जाए, ये हमारा ओनोमैटोपोएia कहलाएगा। ये जब हम बात करें कि हमारा ओनोमैटोपोएia 2 सेंसेस में प्रयोग होता है, यूज्ड इन 2 सेंसेस, और वो एक सबसे पहला आएगा नैरो सेंस। नैरो सेंस मीन्स in its original form. When we come to study says onomatopoeia on the basis of its meaning or its definition, it works at 2 stages. Very first one, that is a narrow sense. And here narrow sense means in its original form. And original form itself says that word utterance, शब्द का उच्चारण मात्र हमें उसके अर्थ के नजदीक ले जाता है। अब इसे हम समझें तो कौन हो सकता है? वर्ड अटरेंस, उसकी साउंड, उसका साउंड किसका हो सकता है? एनिमल, नेचुरल साउंड, ह्यूमन साउंड, ऑब्जेक्ट, कोई भी ऑब्जेक्ट हो, या फिर किसी भी तरह का एक्शन हो। इनकी रिलेटेड जो साउंड्स है, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल हम नैरो सेंस, ओनोमैटोपोएia का पहला जो नैरो सेंस है उसके रिगार्डिंग हम बात करें तो हम ले सकते हैं चिर परिचित, हम अच्छी तरह से साहित्य में जानते हैं। जैसे हम एक बहुत कॉमन वर्ड को लेके बात करते हैं, म्याऊ। म्याऊ relating to a cat, sound of a cat, even a child. With the utterance of this word, इस वर्ड के उच्चारण मात्र से existence of a cat be understood, समझ लिया जाएगा बिल्ली। और भी इस तरह के बहुत सारे हम बात कर सकते हैं, जैसे हमारा बज, Buzz means itself brings very closer to its meaning, and the listener ultimately thinks about flies, bees. So words, for example, drip. Eliot also in his Westerland, drip, and drip means water. Others also are relating to human when we say giggle, whisper, mumming. So these words ultimately with their utterance bring closer to its meaning called onomatopoeia. And what type? Very first, onomatopoeia, narrow sense. When we come to its other one, and it is broad sense. What means here broad sense? In broad sense means words, applied words or passages. Applied words to passage or passes which seem correspond to what they denote. Anyway, whatever in size, movement, force as well as a sound. In Alexander Pope's view, Alexander Pope says about this figure that it is also to be regarded extended verbal mimicry. Extended verbal mimicry. So today, as we discuss onomatopoeia, word meaning. In dictionary word meaning, that means sound, relating to sound, resembling sound, definition, and examples through the words, indicating words, and its steady senses, two senses, narrow sense, that means the original its sense, and that the other one, second one, broad sense. I think it will be enough regarding to onomatopoeia. It's enough for today. Thank you. We'll meet you next video.